Hi, everybody. I want to share a quick video with you guys about something that I found on the internet, and I want to share it with you. Um, Life is about helping each other. I've heard people say, "Well, you never been on radio. You won't be good for radio." When you see this video, you will see why when people tell me I can't, you can't, you don't have this to do it, you don't have that to do it. A lot of times it's not about what you don't have. A lot of times it's about somebody picking you up, pulling you up, and helping you get there. When you see this video, you're going to see why I always say when people tell me, oh, I can't, or you ain't ready, no lies. A lot of times, those people who say you can't, you ain't ready, you're the ones who need to pick that person up, especially if you're in a position to help somebody. So I want you to watch this video, and when you see this video, when somebody tells me, oh, you can't do it, you're not ready for it, you watch this video and you'll be able to say, oh, no, you can't say that no more. And if you got somebody that's in a position to help you on your job, or whatever, not just in entertainment news. I ain't just talking about that, what I'm trying to get into. I'm talking about anything. Somebody that's supposed to be a friend of yours or someone that you know. And mind you, when you see this video, she's going to tell you that she hadn't seen Red Fox in a long time. And she was kind of nervous. Okay, so just watch the video and remember what I told you. A lot of times a person just needs a hand up and for somebody to believe in them. Take your time, get with them one-on-one. It's sort of like somebody who wants to be a doctor or be a lawyer, be a pharmacist or doctor or pharmacist, or whatever the dream is. Mine is radio. If you just had that one person to believe in you, pull you up, and Red Fox, he put her name in the pot. He believed in her. Sometimes it just takes that one time and that one person. So you guys enjoy this video. See you soon.
He personally picked you for the role of Aunt Esther, didn't he?
Well, yes, he did. Well, what actually happened, I was working in a nightclub in Los Angeles with the comedy team, Skillet and Leroy, that we've been together for 20 years. And Aaron Rubin, the producer, he happened to be in the club that night, and he saw me doing this act. We call it the undress bit, where I get down with Skillet, and I shoots his clothes off, and I take all my clothes back. And this impressed Aaron very much. So he goes back and he tells Red, he says, that girl that, I saw with Skillet and Leroy, he says, I think she'll be the girl for Aunt Esther. So Red said, oh, that's LaWanda. I know LaWanda. Well, I've known Red all my life because we went to school together.
Did you? Where was that, LaWanda?
Yeah, in St. Louis.
Ah.
And he says, yeah. I said, LaWanda would be the one. So Red gets on the phone, calls me up at 2 o'clock in the morning. And I hadn't heard from Red, in a long, long time. And anyway, he says, come on out and read for Jane Murray. And I said, so I'm not going out there and read for Jane Murray. I said, I read for her once before, and B. Richards got the part. He says, come on out and read. He says, I know you're going to get it because I know what you can do. So I went out the next morning to the studio, and I read for Jane. I impressed her, and she's a wonderful person, very lovely person. And then I read for Aaron again. And next thing I knew, I was down in rehearsal hall 3. And the next thing I knew, I was Aunt Esther.
Did Red coach you or anything?
Yes. You see, at first, my first week there, I had never worked TV before. I just worked nightclubs. See, I used to be a dancer. Mm-hmm. And then I started doing comedy. And I was so nervous the first week, And I didn't know exactly what to do. I thought you had to be an actress. This is what I thought. And I said, gosh, I'm no actress. I never thought I was an actress, I would just do what come naturally, just like I do now on TV. Whatever comes natural, that's what I do, And I hadn't seen Red in quite some time since he had got to be a big star. And I didn't know whether Red, felt the same way by me like he did years ago. And I was nervous about that. And then every day they changed the script, and I didn't know that, And I'd go home and I'd study so hard. And next day I'd go back, some lines were changed, And I didn't know, that they did all this. And so they were going to let me go. And Red says, no, you're not going to let LaWanda go because I know what LaWanda can do. He says, give me a week, give me just one day with LaWanda. Said, let her come over to my place, on a Sunday. But in the meantime, Jack Shea, the director, who's a wonderful guy, God bless him, he says, LaWanda, he says, if you want to come down on Saturdays, he says, I'll come to the studio, he says, and I'll help you. And he did. And I'll never forget him, because they were pulling for me, and they knew I was trying so hard. And then when Red would come in the room, I'd freeze because I didn't know, whether he still felt the same by me. So he got me over in the corner, and he gave me that old dressing room talk, that like we talk in the dressing room. He says, LaWanda, he says, what's wrong with you? He says, I know you can do it. He says, now just open your mouth and talk like you're supposed to. Say, I know you can do it. He says, I'm the same Red that I've been for years. And he is. He's the same Red. He's never changed. I mean, reaching the height of fame didn't change him at all. He's the same Red. And then when I could feel that he was the same Red, then I went on with the script. So Tuesday night of the taping, I did my thing. I just did it. And Aaron was so proud of me. And even the prop men, everybody was proud of me. And, I was kind of proud, too.
And then you settled down. And
I settled down and relaxed. And that Sunday, I went over to Red's, and I rehearsed with him all day that day. And that Tuesday, boy, I just walked on in the set and did my thing like it's supposed to be done. But I did it my way. I did it the way I felt it.